Hello. A la Moraine, as they say. Hello and good afternoon for this Tuesday, August 8th, 2023. They have released a trailer for Star Trek Lower Decks Season 4. And I'm here to talk about it with Davan Skelhorn here on Live Long and Podcast, here for our reaction to the trailer and some thoughts, and maybe talk a little bit about what's going to come up this season based on what we're seeing and how we're feeling about it overall. I'm
happy to be here.
Yeah. Oh, only children start on the first shap and all that. If you haven't figured out, this trailer for Lower Decks features quite a bit of imagery towards a famous Deep Space Nine episode called "Move Along Home" from their first season.
Move along home.
Where it's kind of a really bizarre episode of Deep Space Nine, considering what that show became. It's kind of
like the longer it sits with me, the more I like it. Like I used to hate that episode, and now I'm just like, I think I love it.
Now I think it's a masterpiece.
Yeah, me too. What's happening?
I don't know. It all comes full circle. It's just like Spock's brain and some of the other ones. So I thought, Davin, maybe we could watch the trailer and then we could. Do you want to watch it once through and then we'll kind of go back and we'll react to it in the moment.
Let's get a refresher there.
Let's go with this view because then we're not.
That's a good one.
Okay. All right, here we go, everybody. We're watching the trailer.
At the edge of the universe.
Starfleet intercepted a distress call. Command thinks could be related to the recent attacks.
At the brink of destruction.
The attacks have all been non-Federation ships, but now someone's targeting Starfleet.
They're sending the Cerritos? I guess we're finally getting some respect.
Man, I have to start with holodeck waste removal. Ugh.
Your odor will be repulsive.
These are the voyages
I'm glad
of the
Davan
crew
is
of the
back. I love
starship
her.
Me
Cerrito.
too.
We're all such a good team. We finish each other's.
Diophantine equations.
Yeah.
We're used to this kind of work. Promotions are coming up, and I think you'll be very happy.
Wait, really?
As long as nothing goes sideways today.
Ferengis.
Orions.
Yep. Oh, that's probably in like a Quarks
I love it,
establishment,
actually.
perhaps.
All part of the ambiance.
On September 7th,
Don't know what that is.
they will
No.
have one chance
We'll be friends no matter what our ranks are.
Oh, I'm glad more Delin.
ma'am.
She's gonna.
to prove
I
that
hope
they
she's the
can be
main
more
character.
We've worked together for years.
Seems like she
trust
is.
you.
Yeah.
than simply
Lower decks! Lower decks!
Slow down, slow down!
Was that the Nagus? Was that Nagus
This is
Rom?
nothing compared to, that Pike thing we.
That was Nagus Rom.
Nagus
new
Rom.
season
Hold on, we're almost done the first full
of
through.
Star Trek Lower Decks.
Oh man, am I in the game?
Move along home. Alan Moraine, count to 4.
See, he's getting
It's always a
shappy.
game.
See, at first I thought that box looked like the boxes they carry the orbs around in, but then it had that face on it, so I don't know.
Yeah, it's almost like that face from that thing with
From the TNG episode?
It's a TNG holodeck episode, I think, with lots
Yeah,
of
Armin Shimmerman played that.
Okay, so
box.
you wanted to see if there was a reference here to the Nagus.
And that was a macro virus.
Yeah, the
from
macro virus. Yeah.
Yeah,
They're actually, it looks like they're on the Voyager bridge or a holodeck recreation.
Oh
of
my
it.
God, it's probably just a holodeck, but still pretty sweet.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got here. That's this title card. Oh, it would have been before that, you said, with this Grand Nagus Rom.
There's because it looks like a Ferengi with the scepter. That has to be Grand Nagus Rom. It's got like the Nagus' scepter.
If he's still the Nagus.
Well, that's like a lifetime appointment unless he really got in trouble.
Oh,
how are you gonna
it's
freeze
so
on that?
quick.
Yeah, it is, but I'm positive it's like
Yeah. Oh my God, it's the quickest little flash, but
yeah, but
it's
that's
definitely
another
there.
thing quite intriguing to me.
Where do we go here? Boom,
It's coming
straight
up.
after. There he is.
Like,
It is because
that could be like that's wrong. And there's
That
Lita.
is wrong.
Yeah.
Lita's right there.
Yeah. Look at this. That's amazing. We're gonna get Max Grodenchik in this.
Yep. Yeah, no, that's Lita.
Amazing. And Lita, we're gonna get Chase Masterson in this. This is amazing.
Yeah. And it looks like he has like a woman bodyguard version of the guy who used to guard Zach.
Mayhardu,
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah,
some good stuff here. Looks like they're talking to Captain Freeman and maybe Admiral Freeman as well here.
Yeah.
And the other thing, what ship is that?
Orion's.
That looks Starfleet though. That's a different design.
Just be a transport.
Okay, yeah. So here's the macro virus, and it looks
that?
actually. Do you know what I think? Do you know what I think? They're actually
that's Digimot, isn't it? Isn't that Digimot? Like
who this guy over here?
Yeah, like that's.
I don't think it's Digimot, but what I think is going on here is that they're at the Fleet Museum that we saw Geordi running in Star Trek Picard.
And because of that mannequin there.
That mannequin there, I think it's like meant to be Tom Paris's uniform, sort of like on display.
That's funny.
Yeah, so I think that they're actually on Voyager then. They're probably just at the Fleet Museum because it would have been retired by this point. And maybe this guy's the museum curator or something, and the virus is flying out of the panels or something because it was stuck in there. The other, I guess, big thing we're seeing in this trailer, which we kind of knew coming out of the finale of season 3, was that T'Lyn is going to be in this show quite a bit. Almost all of these shots where we see the lower deckers, like we'll see like the 4 lower deckers, but then right here in this wide shot, you see like T'Lyn is there, and T'Lyn,
she's so amazing. She's so amazing. If you
I think she's now the
5th
lower decker, perhaps.
It's looking like it.
Yeah. They're expanding the gang here. Now, there's mentions of promotions in this trailer, Davin.
This crew, that group of lower deckers needed a Vulcan, though, because they're all just crazy. Right? Yes. They need someone to ground them a little bit.
Well, yeah. Rutherford has a Vulcan implant, but it's not.
Yeah, but he doesn't use that Vulcan part of it ever. Like,
that's why he has.
Oh my god, that's amazing all the time. He's just like, let's do it.
That's why he has that. Like that pointed ear on the implant side, is because it comes from Vulcan originally. I feel like we just need a Rutherford quote just for kicks.
Yeah,
something random. Here we go. Rutherford.
Huh? Where's Billups? Did his kingdom come?
Oh my god! You did that on purpose.
That was random. Where's Billups? I didn't even see any Billups in this trailer. Okay, so what else did we see in this trailer? Because it's very fast. It's a lot of references. We know. Okay, so the big plot this season is that something's been attacking all kinds of alien ships, non-Federation, but now Federation are being targeted too. So we see a Klingon, a Romulan ship has been destroyed. What else we got here? And so like that seems to be what Ransom is briefing them on here. We got a couple glory shots of the Cerritos, and that the mention here in this dialogue that the Cerritos is being sent on the investigation to kind of figure out what this is. So maybe they're not just doing the crappy duty, but Boimler he's been assigned to clean up the holodeck where everybody goes for porn apparently in this time.
And they do mention the Strange New Worlds episode already.
Yeah. Now, if you guys don't remember, T'Lyn, who we see quite a bit in this trailer, was introduced in the episode called Wedge Douge, which is in season 2 of this show. And so,
didn't we do a radio theater of that one?
We did do a video theater of that one. Yeah, it's she's got some stuff.
Live long and prosper, sir.
She's like the snarky lower decks Vulcan. And she was not digging her fellow Vulcans in that episode,
No, she's like, well, that's funny because logic is the beginning of wisdom, not the end. That's
no more outbursts to Lynn. We can't handle your shit.
Yeah, no more outbursts. Yeah.
You're easily impressed.
You're easily impressed, as the Vulcans would say.
The only problem is I really liked her among other Vulcans because they just can't handle her. And
it's almost like she should stay with them just to get them to.
She's not even riled up or anything. It's just like every now and then she has a counter opinion, and they're just like, "Oh my god!" Like these counter opinions of yours are just too much, T'Lyn. Like,
no, this is my favorite part of that episode.
You know your rebellions will only lead to punitive spiritualism.
Punitive spiritualism, yeah, that is the best.
Yeah, so she's in the thing here. She says she smells. What is going on? I feel like we should know these aliens. but I can't quite tell who they are. They almost look Trill, but they got some spots on their heads.
There's something familiar about that.
Yeah, there is. What is going on in this naked pyramid thing? I saw this twice and I couldn't quite.
Oh, it's probably Naked Pyramid Tuesdays.
Is that what happens? Is that what?
Oh yeah, sure.
God,
You
this
gotta
thing goes so
unwind.
fast. Some of these
Let off
flashes are
steam.
incredibly fast.
Really fast. But that's
There we
good. They don't want to give too much away. We got Jennifer there.
They're all in their
Jennifer and-
underwear. It's
in,
mostly not the lower deckers, except for Rutherford and Jennifer.
Yeah. Oh, and Jet, is he a lower decker?
Jet maybe there. It looks like this is some kind of Pilates class. I don't know what this is, but Tendy's going. We see more Tendy and Rutherford this season. We kind of figured that would be the case.
Yeah.
There's mentions of promotions here, and there's also a line in the trailer with Tendy where she's saying, "I get the sense that she's gonna get promoted first."
Yeah, they were hinting at that pretty heavily last season. Like she's really getting the boost, like kind of fast tracked. It looks like.
Yeah. And so I don't know if that means I don't know if that means that they're going to write her out and replace her with Talin, or what their plan is here. Because,
Oh, I don't think so. I think it's just.
Can you still be on lower decks once you make Lieutenant Junior grade?
That's a good question.
You get your own room. You won't be able to sleep in the hallway.
Junior grade, you get your own room. I guess all lieutenants get their own. I don't know. Is that so?
That's what they say in the TNG episode Lower Decks, that he's like, I can't wait to get promoted and get my own room. But that's on the Enterprise,
Okay.
so maybe they
Okay. Well, the Enterprise is a luxury liner.
we see more shots here. Yeah, so I guess Talin goes with Tendi and Mariner to this Orion
Oh my God.
bar.
This season looks so amazing. I'm here for this. All of it.
This looks all right. Yeah, and this is where she gets like the knife thrown in her chest or whatever by this Orion. She's like, it's cool. I'm into it. She's trying to assimilate to the culture.
But like the funny thing is, Tendi is like renowned, like mistress of the winter
Constellations. Absolutely.
It's like other Orions respect her.
They do. She's got street cred there. She's the descendant of one of the
Pirate-
great
Great pirates.
all those pirates. Oh,
I love that scene where she's doing the pirating in that episode and like takes that guy's eye in his tooth because it's gold. No, it's his tooth because it's gold. She's like, I'm pirating. She's like, my father would be so proud. And she like steals the ship.
Yeah, she's quite the pirate, but doesn't want to be a pirate.
Yeah.
I think I have that here. Interfriend, Divan Attendee, her being.
Thank you, mistress of the winter constellation.
I definitely have that. I definitely have that's Tendy's cousin who says that.
Oh yeah.
Tendi cousin.
Anything for you, mistress of the winter constellations.
There's still a lot of stigma around Orions. A lot of humans think we're all thieves and pirates. Wait. My cousin works in a thieves' den in a pirate outpost in this sector. She
My cousin's a thief and a pirate. We can call him.
I love how like she like tries to reject it so much, but literally everything about Orion seems to be about pirating and stuff. Even though she's like protests that, she's like, no, it's not all about that. But like literally everything culturally she ever mentions about it is about
pirating.
Look,
Yeah,
not every
like-
Orion does the pirate criminal thing, okay?
Whoa!
It's an Orion thing. It actually makes me really uncomfortable.
Yeah, she rejects it.
Like the fairy tales, she's just like, where's the heist? She's just like, even in the fairy tales, she's like, yeah, of course in the fairy tales. We call them heist tales.
Heist tales.
You'll do what I tell you to do, you dumb-faced jerk!
Yes, with mistress of the winter constellation.
Yeah. I love
Okay,
it.
what is this thing that's sucking on these
All right.
things?
What are those things it's sucking on?
I don't know. They look mean too.
Yeah.
But yeah, this seems to be like some kind of scary.
Those look a little bit familiar. Those gray things.
Yeah,
Like but
I can't
Probably
place them.
no.
But it sucks this guy dry, almost like a vampire. Mariner's quite scared by it. What planet is that? This is Frankenar.
Yes, the torrential rains of Ferenginar. It's gleaming out right now.
It's gleaming, yes. So this must be So we know that's coming. Oh yeah, we see all the water on the windshield. Oh, and I love this.
Yeah, because they're going to see Rom. Oh, they're doing the Deanna.
It's Jax and
Dr.
Ransom.
Crusher.
Yeah, they're doing like that episode where they're doing all the from. Is that Sub Rosa, that episode where they do that? I think it is. Yeah.
Is it Sub Rosa? No, it's not Sub Rosa. It's the one where that other fella she gets involved with.
Oh, the other romantic one.
Like he's a Trill, isn't he? Or
Just
is
go
that
back.
a Deanna?
This clip here, like, is in their like observation lounge. Looks like there's a party going on in there. Here, this one.
Yeah. Like, who are these people?
I don't know, but it says the hat that woman's wearing says Romulan Ale something somewhere. So they're having Romulan Ale along with some people dressed in like some dresses.
Yeah, that one's a little confusing.
And I feel like I should know what that thing is. This thing that pops up.
Me too.
What is that?
That thing. We've seen that thing before.
Again, it's one of those things they don't want us to look at for too long because
I know.
I can't even get it on there.
What is that thing?
Yeah, but it pops up, and then the Alamarine.
Then Skelhorn.
All right. Well, I don't know. So we kind of went through all the visuals and whatever,
Yeah.
but I'm excited for season 4. Of course, I've been a fan of this show since season 1. I do find it funny. Not all of the Star Trek fans find it funny, but I find all the episodes really funny. There's not been too many I disliked, and there's only been ones I've liked even more. We even got a reference.
Like the Peanut Hamper solo episode, which
maybe that may be one of my favorite episodes of the entire show.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Even though it's so not a Star Trek episode in a traditional way.
Old raw dog over here.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I feel like I need that. Just
you gotta get some raw dog in there.
I need to get some peanut hamper going on here. Random Lower Decks peanut hamper.
I joined Starfleet to piss off my dad, not to be a virus bomb.
Yeah. Well, I feel like she'll be back this year.
I hope so. I love peanut hamper. Oh, and we have to get a conclusion, or not necessarily conclusion.
Jeffrey Combs?
They have to pick that up because he's there. There's 2 of them there. Who is it? It's
her and him. Yeah.
It's her and him. Yeah. Oh yeah, right. Those two as a team. We need that. Agamus.
I will produce a whole fleet of murder drones.
I gotta go back and watch that episode again.
Yeah, he was great. He was really good at that episode.
He's trying to be your friend. He's just like, hey, maybe you should get some rest and give me.
Him and Peanut Hamper, I think, will be fine.
Take your pants, sister. I'm not trying to steal your Birdman.
Don't steal.
Yeah, because she won't take any of his shit. Like, it's a weird pairing. Like, he'll constantly be trying to manipulate her, and she just won't have any of it. So like, it'll be a pretty funny little pairing, I think. We gotta get
later. Oh yeah, and I mean that literally, because y'all shit everywhere.
I love Peanut Hamper.
Peanut Hamper is a fun character.
It's the most pleasurable.
Badgie's the other one. That's the one I don't want back.
No, Badgie.
Badgie was something that didn't work for me, although I did hear some rumblings that we might get some more Badgie this season.
We're definitely going to get more Badgie because some people seem to like it. Some people, it's like their favorite. But
not me, not you.
Man.
So
no one, I don't think, in the United Federation of Podcasts is a fan of Badgie.
Yeah, like I get what they're trying to go for, but it just doesn't work for me as a character. It's a little too cartoon. It's too obnoxious. Yeah. The other, I guess, question I have coming out of this trailer in this season is that we hear Mariner say in the trailer, like, we're going to mention that whole Pike thing, which spoilers for Star Trek Strange New Worlds season 2, but they had a crossover episode this year, and
episode 7.
I'm kind of curious to see how that's going to play out in Lower Decks, if they're going to show us any of their side of that story, or
no, I think that was it.
That was it, yeah.
I think we get the one mention because they're not supposed to talk about it. I think they just sweep it under the rug now.
Okay, and that's fine too. I'm curious to see how the show addresses it. If it's just maybe in the first episode and they move on, and then, or if it's
pretty funny.
Yeah,
I knew they would say something about it this season. They had to, but it'll be interesting to see if we get to see where it fits chronologically within Lower Decks.
Within this season too. Yeah.
If it is, or if it was last season, and we
or between seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll
exactly.
be interesting. I'd like to get that clarified. But.
Yeah.
That's just
But-
me nitpicking.
Yeah, that's a minor thing, but yeah, like I'm excited for this show. Like this is maybe one of my favorite Star Trek shows. You know, it's certainly in the animated. So although I do like Prodigy quite a bit, although it's a very
Looking forward
different
to
show.
that too. Like,
We're gonna get season 2 of that.
Doing that trailer. We'll get a trailer of that soon.
So when does this come? We got this September 7th, and we have Strange New Worlds finale this week. So we're gonna have a couple weeks in between. But about almost
and
a
then
month.
Prodigy's when this is done.
Prodigy season 2.
Yeah.
When is that coming out?
Season 3. No, it is season 2 because
It is season 2.
Yeah.
We saw. Did you watch any of that clip that Murphy had sent over?
Yeah.
And you saw Voyager?
The Doctor. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm stoked.
And the new Voyager A. It's like the new.
Yeah. Oh
the
yeah.
New Voyager.
Oh, I love Prodigy, man.
Lamar class.
What is it?
Lamar class.
After Phil Lamar, maybe?
No, named for celebrated scientist and old Hollywood actress Heidi Lamar.
Oh,
Hedy
yeah.
Lamar.
Hedy Lamar, yeah.
Hedy Lamar.
It
Yeah,
might have been
so,
Edie. Anyway.
I can't seem to find a date here for lower.
Well, like, because nobody has it. Isn't that the case? Isn't that what we heard? Like, Paramount Plus doesn't even want to air it, and they're shopping it out to other streamers.
Well, what does it cost them more to add it to their platform? I don't really
That's
get
what
it.
I read. I read they're taking Prodigy right off of their platform. They don't want anything to do with it, and they're shopping it out.
Okay, well,
I don't know why. It's insane because I think it's great.
I don't know how the financial model works, but
I don't know how it costs them extra. Maybe they want the money you get from shopping it out to another streamer. But like that's a weird choice of all their things. It's
Yeah,
like
it just
shop
says
Prodigy.
the second season is being completed with plans to find it a different streaming service or network
Yeah.
for its release. Like I don't know,
Yeah,
put it on
see?
Netflix. I don't know, like whatever. But
But why?
I don't know.
Paramount Plus needs content. Like I just
you'd
got
think.
Paramount Plus, and they don't even have all the Star Treks on there yet, and I was mad about it.
Yeah, I don't really know how the streaming money model works. It's part of the reason they're going on strike.
No
but
one
yeah,
does.
so-
It's voodoo economics.
Right. So I think we might get Discovery before Prodigy even, but we'll see. And what am I? Anything else? Any other shows I'm forgetting? I think that's all of them.
There'll be a new one coming down the pipe, isn't there? But
Well, we already talked about the Starfleet Academy show. We
Yeah.
talked about that Section 31 Georgiou movie that we're probably getting.
oh, I'm sure they'll make it.
Yeah, actually, they're planning to shoot it. I think this fall in Toronto. I think they're already getting that going, and I think that's all of the shows. You know, right now, whether Picard comes back, I guess, is the other question mark.
No, Picard's not coming back, but they might launch that Legacy series that Metalis wants to do.
Well, I think they look like the only thing that was successful, or one of the most successful things we've done in recent years, was getting like the TNG crew back together for Picard season 3.
Band back together. Man.
And they're like, if we can get enough money together, can we get an encore here for a 4th season?
And get everybody. Get the DS9 actors. Get the Voyager actors. Like get
Yeah.
everybody.
Like, have
there's
a
only
big
so much
celebration of
time
that whole-
we have to do that potentially.
Yeah,
So, like just
a
do it.
lot of those actors are already gone, right? Like some
Yep.
of the DS9 actors are gone. So
Oh man, Renee's gone. I mean, that's
Renee's
freaking sad, man.
gone,
Can't
and
get over it.
Nog's gone. Aaron
Oh,
Eisenberg's
well,
gone,
that's,
right?
That's just heartbreaking.
So you don't really know how much longer. So I would love to see something with O'Brien. You know, maybe in there too, right? Because he's a
I want
crossover
an
character.
O'Brien's series. I just want to know. He's such a compelling actor and such a great character. Just give us an O'Brien series.
I just think Cole Meany's like, I'm retired. Leave me the hell alone.
He's not retired.
Is he not?
He does acting all the time. He was doing.
Just not-
he was in
just
Hell
not
on
this?
Wheels.
Or is he too old for this shit? Is that more the way it is?
Nah, he'd do it. He'd do it. I know he would.
Because like I think he just it was probably a grind for him doing that series for 7 years, right? And so
Yeah, but TV doesn't work like that anymore. You don't do 20 episodes anymore.
Right. Yeah, so it would be better now. I don't know. I would love to, he's a character I would love back. Of course, I could get if they greenlit a Worf show tomorrow, I'm there.
Oh,
I'm there.
I mean,
there.
That's the one that needs to happen. Let's be
It's one they've been talking about for over 20 years almost, and
because he's wanted it.
Yeah, he's one of the most popular characters, and they just never go through with it for whatever reason.
In the way they left Worf and Picard, he's so awesome. Like they have to do it. He's so awesome.
Yeah, just keep it going. Like I'll watch that all the time. So
make it the Worf O'Brien show. How awesome would that be?
Yeah. Well, the only thing with Lower Decks that I think I want to come back to before the finale is because, or we close out, is because there's stuff that is going to be that we're kind of getting closer to in Lower Decks, in the timeline. Because remember, like Lower Decks takes place in the early 2380s, and we're almost at that point where the whole Romulus crisis is going to happen, where Picard is going to get promoted to admiral, leave the Enterprise, have to lead that evacuation fleet. We might even see a uniform update in this next season or the season after, because
fingers crossed.
Well, it's not even a good uniform, but it's the one that Raffi and Picard are wearing in that flashback.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite version of anything, but but we're kind of catching up to that time period, and so we'll see how much Lower Decks does deal with those events or not. We saw, that a lot of these characters do pop in, like Tom Paris, like Riker, like whoever. So where they
Rom
now, Lita, we know are coming in. We already saw where Kira was just running the station like she always was back at that.
That was awesome. Her and Shaxx like trying to like see who owes who, because they save each other's lives all the time.
Yeah, well, it's kind of nice too, because like Picard, well, they have to kind of respect wherever the Picard characters are, I guess, mostly because they've been more established as where they're going to be 20 years after the fact. So we're probably not going to see like Beverly Crusher on Lower Decks.
Not going to see Beverly.
No, not likely. It would be.
We'll see a baby Jack Crusher on Earth, maybe
with a really British accent. So I don't know. Like they might do whatever, but it'll be fun to see what they do with the show, because the Lower Decks again. This crossover with Strange New Worlds was like, this is canon. It's just through a different lens. You're just looking at the universe in a different way.
Works for me.
So I'm good with that. Okay, so hey, thanks for being with us. We hope you enjoyed all this, and I think we need some kind of a quote to go out on.
Something shappy.
Something shappy. Okay, well, we'll see you next time. Thanks for being with us, and it's Ella Moraine. See you next time.